It is beautiful outside, and we have a good, at least, start to the weekend ahead. Meteorologist Nicole Hartford going to walk us through it as we're all making plans.
Yes, and most of your weekend plans should go off just fine. Our forecast right now, I mean, it's picture perfect out there. We've got sunshine, we've got very comfortable but still fairly warm temperatures, and we're going to be heating up pretty quickly as we go into the weekend. So right now across the southeast and all of North Georgia, there is not a lot going on. We've got clear skies, sunshine, low humidity, lighter winds compared to yesterday, and that's allowing for a pretty quick warm up. So although there's still a little chill in the air in some locations, that is not going to last much longer. Our high temperatures today will manage to top out in the upper 70s and the low 80s. So we'll get up to a high right around 80 degrees in Atlanta. That is exactly where we should be for this time of year. We are going to crank up the heat though as we go into this weekend, so soak it up while you can. If you are headed out to Truist Park and you're hoping to see the Braves take on the Red Sox, it could not get better for some baseball. Temperatures will be still in the upper 70s by the time of first pitch, and then in the mid to upper 60s by the time the game ends. So it's not even going to be that cool by the time the game is over. You could probably leave the jackets at home and be just fine. Temperatures will be warming up, so we'll get very close to record as we go into this weekend. High temperatures will be in the upper 80s pretty consistently Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That puts us close to record-breaking territory. We'll end up probably falling just shy each day. The record for Atlanta is in the low 90s both Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but we could get very close, especially on Sunday. And Sunday's forecast kind of dominated by a potential for some rainfall. So if showers manage to develop a little bit earlier, we may not hit that record. If they hold off, we could end up seeing highs close to 90 degrees. Humidity has been really low the last couple of days, which has allowed for some cooler mornings, really comfortable conditions, but we'll start to bring back a little bit more mugginess by Sunday and Monday. So you'll probably feel the difference. If you don't notice the mugginess immediately, you'll notice that temperatures aren't as chilly in the mornings. We'll have a few more clouds. And by the end of the weekend, yes, even some isolated showers. So Saturday right now looks completely dry. Anything you've got going on Saturday should go off without a hitch. By Sunday, morning looks mostly dry, but some isolated afternoon showers will be possible. So if you have those outdoor plans Sunday afternoon, you may need to keep an eye on the radar. And again, those showers could come with some rain-cooled air in some locations, or at least some shade to help you out when it comes to the warmth. As far as rain is concerned, it'll hold off until Sunday. So this is by tomorrow morning on our forecast track. A few more clouds are around, but overall just a mix of sunshine and cloud cover during the day on Saturday. Same old story into Saturday night and Sunday morning. I'm not going to rule out a little bit of patchy fog by Sunday morning as our humidity starts to climb, and that could also lead to a little bit of a light mist or a light drizzle. So we may not be completely dry on Sunday morning, depending on where some of that fog develops. By about 1 or 2 o'clock, isolated showers will start to form. These will be really hit and miss at first, and then coverage will likely increase a little bit as we get closer to dinner time. This will come with the potential for some heavier rainfall, some rumbles of thunder, some strikes of lightning, but overall severe weather threat is really limited and severe weather is not really expected. Notice that on our forecast track, this is kind of hit and miss, but there will be some locations that pick up on rain. So it is a good idea just to keep an eye on the radar just in case. And if one of those showers develops over you, you can take it inside for a few minutes as the rain passes. Anything that does manage to develop will clear out through the overnight hours as we lose that daytime heating. Now, this is some much needed rainfall. Unfortunately, it's not going to be widespread rain, but we'll take everything that we can get. Our drought monitor was released yesterday. It actually came with some very minor improvements, but all of North Georgia is still in severe to extreme drought. So we still desperately need widespread rainfall. Our rainfall deficit for the year so far continues to climb. So we're still in about a 7-inch deficit when it comes to what we typically see for rain for the year in Atlanta versus what we actually have. Good news is rain chances are in the forecast into next week, but there's no widespread heavy rainfall event, at least not in the near future. These will be just kind of pop-up, isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms each day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but it does open the door for at least a little bit more rainfall, and our long-range forecasts are indicating likely wetter than normal conditions. So we could see a little bit of a pattern change coming up within the next couple of weeks.
You know, I was running some errands and a lot of people were in the flower department. They were in that garden section trying to get a few little things now. This is sort of planting season. Just remember, put a lot of water on those things because you're not going to get that free rain.
Yeah, some of my plants have been suffering.
Have they suffered? Yeah. They're a little droopy.
Yeah,
They're a little droopy. Got to help them
sad, little
out.
wilted.
Yeah. But Saturday is going to be a gorgeous day. So
Yes.
we'll plan all our outside stuff on Saturday. Keep an eye on Sunday. Thanks for walking us through it, Nicole. Have a great weekend.